Alright, so you want to dive deep into Gary Payton II potentially rocking the purple and gold. As a die-hard Lakers fan here in the States, this move just makes so much sense, it's almost insane. When you think about what this team needs to go from a contender to a straight-up championship favorite, it's often not the flashiest name, but that gritty, high-energy, no-nonsense guy who just makes winning plays. And GP2, as we call him, is exactly that. We're talking about a guy who already has a championship ring with the Golden State Warriors, and he was absolutely crucial to that run. He knows what it takes, he's been there in the trenches, and he's played alongside certified legends. That experience alone is worth its weight in gold, especially for a Lakers squad that often finds itself needing that extra push, that spark plug. Think about it like a veteran middle linebacker in the NFL, someone who just elevates the entire defense and knows exactly where everyone needs to be. That's GP2 on the basketball court. What would Gary Payton II bring to the Lakers? First off, defense, and I mean elite, lockdown, in-your-face, suffocating defense. This isn't just theory, folks, this is what he does. He can guard multiple positions, from shifty point guards to bigger wings, and he makes life a living hell for whoever he's guarding. He's got those incredibly quick hands, that uncanny ability to anticipate passing lanes, and he's not afraid to get down and dirty. We're talking about a guy who's going to dive on the floor for loose balls, take charges, and just bring that intense, relentless effort every single possession. That kind of commitment is contagious, and it's exactly what you want rubbing off on the rest of the roster, especially the younger guys. It's the kind of gritty play that gets fans here in America fired up, like a home run robbery in MLB or a clutch fourth down stop in the NFL. Beyond the defense, GP2 is also incredibly efficient on offense. He's not a high-volume scorer, and that's totally fine, because that's not what the Lakers would bring him in for. What he does do is finish strong around the rim, he's a beast cutting off ball, and he hits those timely corner threes when defenses sag off him. He plays within himself, makes smart decisions with the ball, and doesn't try to do too much. That kind of disciplined defense is vital, especially when you have superstar talent like LeBron James and Anthony Davis dominating the ball. He'd be that perfect complementary piece, the guy who understands his role and executes it flawlessly. He's not going to force shots or make boneheaded plays, he's just going to contribute to winning basketball. And let's talk about the fit with the Lakers culture. This is huge. The Lakers have always valued toughness, grit, and a winning mentality. Gary Payton II embodies all of that. He's got that championship pedigree, that Mamba mentality in terms of his defensive intensity, and he's a great locker room guy. He's the kind of player that coaches love and teammates respect because he gives it his all, every single night. He'd be a positive influence, someone who holds others accountable and brings that veteran presence without ego. In a league where team chemistry is everything, GP2 would be an absolute slam dunk. Imagine him next to LeBron and AD, just amplifying their already incredible impact. He'd be able to take some of the defensive load off LeBron, allowing our king to save his energy for the offensive end in those crucial moments. That's a strategic advantage, no cap. The biggest challenge with GP2 has always been his health, but when he's on the court, he's a game changer. If the Lakers can get him at a reasonable price, especially if he's a free agent, it's a no-brainer. This isn't just about adding another player. It's about adding a type of player that elevates the entire team's identity. He's a proven winner, a defensive menace, and a perfect fit for a team aiming for banner number 18. This is the kind of move that championship teams make. He'd be that guy who hits the straight-up, unexpected game-winning shot, or gets the crucial steal that turns the tide. It's not always about the points, it's about the impact, and GP2's impact is undeniable. He'd bring that clutch factor. Alright, let's keep this conversation rolling, because talking Lakers basketball is what we do best here in the States. So, picking up where we left off, GP2's potential impact isn't just about his individual defense. It's about what he allows other guys to do. Imagine this. You've got LeBron, who can then save a little more energy for the offensive end, right? Instead of having to guard the opposing team's shifty point guard all game, he can focus on creating plays, hitting those clutch shots. Same for AD. He can spend less time chasing guards on switches and more time being our dominant rim protector and offensive force. That's a huge strategic advantage, no cap. It's like a star pitcher in baseball having a lights-out bullpen behind him, allowing him to leave it all on the mound for fewer innings. And let's not forget the mentorship aspect. You got a young guy like Austin Reeves, or even D'Angelo Russell, who could learn a ton from seeing GP2's defensive intensity every day. It raises the bar for everyone in practice, in games. He embodies that next play mentality, which is crucial for a championship team. He's not gonna dwell on mistakes. He's just gonna keep bringing that beast mode energy. We've seen how much veteran presence matters, and GP2 brings that championship experience without any of the ego. He's a true role player who embraces his role, and that's incredibly valuable in a locker room with big personalities. This move just screams smart basketball, the kind of move that wins you banners. Yo, absolutely. Pull up a chair, grab a cold one, and let's chop it up about Gary Payton 2 to the Lakers. This is the kind of talk you hear at every sports bar across America. No cap. Man, if we could land GP2, that would be straight up insane for our Lakers. For real, I'm talking about a move that could be a legit championship piece. We've seen it time and time again. It's not always about stacking up another superstar. Sometimes it's about finding that dude who just brings that grit, that hustle, that dog mentality every single night. And that's GP2 in a nutshell, yo. He's the kind of guy who makes everyone around him better just by busting his tail. Think about it. We've got LeBron still doing his thing, AD being a beast, but who's gonna get down and dirty on defense for 48 minutes? That's where GP2 comes in. He's a menace, plain and simple. He's got those sticky hands, always poking the ball away, making life miserable for opposing guards. Like, remember when he was with the Warriors? Dude was a fire defender, locking down guys who were supposed to be unguardable. He's like that lockdown cornerback in the NFL who just erases the opposing team's best receiver. You see him out there and you know he's putting in the work. And it's not just the steals, it's the energy, the constant movement, the diving for loose balls. That stuff electrifies the crowd, man. It gets the bench hyped, it gets LeBron hyped. It's contagious. You know how sometimes we see the Lakers kinda flat? GP2 would instantly change that vibe. He brings that intensity that reminds you of those old-school Lakers teams, the ones that just out-hustled everybody. He's a blue-collar player in a league full of flashy guys, and sometimes, that's exactly what you need to win a title. Plus, he knows his role on offense. He's not gonna try to be Steph Curry. He's gonna cut, he's gonna finish strong at the rim, and he's gonna hit that open corner three when you give it to him. Efficient, smart basketball. No wasted possessions, no forced shots. That's clutch for a team like ours with so much offensive firepower already. He'd just slot right in, do his job, and make winning plays. It's like having a great relief pitcher in baseball who just comes in, gets the outs, and keeps the game moving. No drama, just production. The only real question mark with him is health, for real. He's had some injuries, no cap. But if he's healthy, and if we can get him for a decent price, this is a no-brainer. This ain't just a bench filler. This is a guy who could legitimately close out games for us. He'd be out there with LeBron and AD in crunch time, locking down the opposing team's best perimeter player. That's the kind of move that screams championship contender.